Once again, I'm Darren Smith with the Dispatch Post USA. Johnny, I want to first ask you how you got your start in the industry for those who may not be familiar with you.
Wow, it's been almost 30 years now, and just from Stacey Lattisaw, who was mainly responsible for that. Grew up with her, and she was the one that took my demo tape to the record label, and they were like, "Who is this kid? Let's get him."
So was it their idea, or was it yours to replace Bobby Brown at the time? When
I never replaced Bobby. Everybody used to say that, but I never came to replace Bobby. As a matter of fact, the true story is I came to replace Ralph. Ralph was the one that was talking about leaving the group, and the group was just trying to figure out, okay, what we're going to do. I didn't know it at the time, but that's what that whole movement was about.
Okay, now talk about some of your commercials. Let's Get the Mood Right. There You Go from the Boomerang soundtrack.
Yeah.
I mean, does it bring back memories at all when you're performing those songs?
Oh yeah. And I love performing those songs because it goes back into a time, a place, and a space that I could never recapture, and that's why I talk to producers a lot of time when I'm working on new music, and I always tell them, don't try to recapture a new My My My, don't try to recapture a new Rub You the Right Way, or a new Can You Stand the Rain, or a new There You Go. Those are, when you're recording, and those songs that are hits, they're magical, and you're in a time, place, and space that you could never recapture again. So, and they are what they are, and as we move forward and continue to grow and continue to do what we do, it's about going into uncharted waters and stepping outside of the box and continuing to build from there. So whenever I hear a producer that says, sit down and go, I got to get you a new My My My, I go, I'm out, see you later. It's not what we need.
Now, when you have you had any other acting roles besides the stint that I know that you remember doing in Family Matters?
I've done a lot of some theater stuff. I've done a lot of television appearances and stuff like that. So I've gotten my feet wet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And finally, before I let you go, what do you like doing more? Do you like being in the studio performing your records, or do you like doing it live in front of audience?
Live is always better because you feel the energy from the audience, and it's nothing like that audience energy. It's like a high you can't even explain. The studio is fun creating, but it's just not the same as when you walk out on the stage and it's about me and the audience, and there's nothing between us. It's just us, and and you can just kind of get lost in that world with that energy and that space from the audience. That is, I can't even explain it.
Finally, I know you enjoyed coming back to Kansas City. I know you've been there a few times. What's your experience been as recently as now since you've been back here?
Well, it didn't start out so good. I got to the table and they took my money before I could even go, hey, I was just playing. I was just joking.
You should have waited on me.
They took my money, man. But no, other than that, I'm going to have to be busting suds in a minute, right after I finish up with the show. So if y'all want to eat, come on back into the restaurant, because I'm going to have to bust suds.
Johnny, thank you, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. This is Darren Smith with the Dispatch Post USA newspaper.